Until you do right by Abbie Mills, everything you think about is gonna fail. So obviously you didn't listen when we said what we said back then. So Sleepy Hollow decided to do something stupid, which was kill off Grace Abigail Mills in the most shittiest way possible. I knew I should have stayed. I knew I should have left. I knew I should have left halfway through season 2. I knew I should have left. I mean, I saw all the warning signs there. Season 2 sideline of Abbie Mills, when they were bumping her character to sidekick, where even reviewers of the show were calling Abbie a sidekick. They were just... I knew I should have left. But you know why I stayed? Because besides Abbie Mills and Sleepy Hollow, who else is there? There's no other shows that are in the sci-fi and fantasy genre that feature a black woman as the main lead, as the central, as the chosen one. And that's what Abbie was. She was the chosen one of 2, but still the chosen one. And there aren't many things out there where the black woman is the chosen one and gets to be the hero and fighting demons and doing all this cool shit. So that's why I stayed, because I've been waiting for something like Sleepy Hollow, for a character like Abbie Mills, way back when I was watching Buffy back in the 90s, right? Way back. Even when they killed off Kendra, when I was watching stuff like Charmed and just all these different like white woman led science fiction and fantasy shows. Always hope that one day I always hope that one day there will be a show like Sleepy Hollow, you know. Black fangirls, we black girl nerds and stuff, like we've all been like imagining something like this, you know, thinking that, oh, wouldn't it be great if someone adapted Octavia Butler or something by L.A. Banks, you know, because we didn't have anything. So that's why I stayed, you know, because I didn't stay when Bonnie Bennett on the Vampire Diaries was killed off the first time. I was like, well, I'm done. They're never going to treat Bonnie right. I left after Tara was killed off screen. I mean, that was even late, but I still left. I left other stuff really quickly when I realized that the woman of color, the black woman, she was just being treated shittily, and the storyline was just paying them dust. And I should have left in Sleepy Hollow season 2, but I didn't. I did not, because Abbie was always the one to make the sacrifice. She sacrificed herself in season 1, she sacrificed herself in season 2, and in season 3, of course, she makes the ultimate sacrifice of her life. And like, the way how they ended up her storyline was just the most stupidest way possible. Because really, Abbie Mills' job all along was just to prop up Ichabod and guide him on his spiritual destiny. Since the fuck when? Why does your continuity... Why does it fuck up so much? Here's another way how the continuity fucks up. In season 2, the episode where they're looking for the sword of Methuselah, Abbie spoke how she feared that she would end up like her mother and her ancestor that they found in the cave area, and she was turned to stone. She said that she feared that she would end up like them, cut down in their prime, strong women cut down in their prime by these supernatural forces. I remember that. Fandom remembers that. Funny how the writers don't. Don't you have like this big Bible thing that shows how to keep up with the continuity and call back different elements? I thought that was a key element in storytelling. That's what they told us in school anyways. I mean, seriously, they just made Abbie this magical Negro mammy that was just there to take care of Ichabod, teach him how to use a microwave, look after his wife and him, and do all these shit, and no payoff at the end. They really they did wrong by Abbie Mills, by Nicole Beharie, and by the fans. They really did, because without Sleepy Hollow, without Abbie, there is no Sleepy Hollow. It's simple as that. And that's why the final episode went against everything that the show initially stated. It was the biggest retcons of retcons, and Sleepy Hollow has a lot of that. Remember how Ichabod was like, oh, I was hiding away from Betsy because that woman was just something else. And then in season 3, he's like, she was my dearest friend. Since when? Houseway? How? Okay. And before anyone says that, oh, Nicole Beharie wanted to leave, blah, 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 think about why she wanted to leave. She came in as a lead, the leading lady, the co-lead, right? She was like top billed. They didn't even think they could even get Nicole Beharie. They sought her out and were already prepared that she was going to say no. But she said yes, and look how they treated her. They did not invite her to do the DVD commentary. I remember she put that on her Instagram, but then deleted. And like she was getting all these waves of support, and then, what's it called? Keep It Beharie started trending because people were like, oh, this was right after the season 2 fuckery. So a lot of fans had left when they realized that Abbie was being sidelined and bumped into the sidekick role. People were just like, okay, that was like the nail that made them lose even more fans than the storyline did, you know. What else? I'm probably gonna put a link to all this times they fucked up with Nicole Beharie. They didn't invite her to the thing, to the DVD thing. A character was being bumped into the sidekick role and was never giving a really solid, good story arc. I mean, Abbie's whole journey from season 1 to 3 could have essentially been the hero/heroine's journey. It had all the makings of it. The chosen one whose mentor was taken away from her. She realizes she has a destiny before her. I mean, like Melina Pendulum said, her white counterpart would be Buffy or Emma Swan or one of the myriad of other white women shows in this genre. And also, yeah, I know many people have been saying this before, like, you know, she wanted to leave, blah blah blah. What else were they supposed to do? There are plenty of ways to write off a character without killing them off, stupid. Okay? I think the fans deserve better than that. Alright? I think Nicole Beharie deserves better than that. Abbie Mills deserves better. Remember that hashtag back when season 2 fuckery was happening? People have brought that back now. They could have written her off. They wrote off Frank Irving when they said, oh, Orlando Jones, we don't need you for season 3. Oh, season 3 was just a snowfest. Season 2 was a shit fest, and season 3 was just so boring that what was the point? I don't know why I stuck with it. I guess I do. I know why. I said why. But still, you just end up feeling cheated and just like, what the hell was I even thinking? Abbie Mills as a character is iconic. Never before seen like a black woman-led SFF show where she is the leader. There was nobody else like Abbie. And before someone comes and mentions Michonne came in season 3. You know, she wasn't there episode 1, season 1, and she's not like the main focus and central point of Walking Dead. Abbie definitely was of Sleepy Hollow, and look how they played her. Ichabod, honestly, a character like him is a dime a dozen. He's essentially Sherlock Holmes. He's Doctor Who. He's white British man who knows everything and comes off very pretentious at times. And honestly, I'm glad I stopped shipping Ickaby in season 2, because look what happened in season 3. I'm really sorry for the Ickaby shippers who, you know, because without this show, without Ichabod and Abbie together, this show would not work. And it's really, really funny.